Hello, welcome back. The previous one we created a LiDAR sensor which senses distance, um, and that worked quite well once we figured out all the settings. So what we were doing is that we are running in a loop. We measure the distance, and that's around 20 centimeters, so 200 millimeters, which is measuring from this chip up to my phone, which is filming the chip. So you can see if I pass my pen over, it will detect that. So now it's about 10 centimeters. I'll lower it a little bit. And if I remove it, it goes back to 200. So, so far so good. But what we would like to do is make this asynchronous. So we can create a task that does this, but that our controller is free to do many other things. Okay. First of all, what we need to do is add some things to the hardware abstraction layer, because there are some some extra settings it needs from the hardware. So let's do that from the shell. Cargo add ESP and we need to add some features, and we need to add async and embassy. Let's see. That looks all right. And we need to add embassy itself. I'm not sure if this is all of it, but we will see them when we find them. So let's do let's add the embassy executor. We need to add some features. I really don't like that when you don't specify features, it just says that there are 53 deactivated features, but I would like to know which one. So I just say X and then it doesn't exist, but then it says what would exist. We need executor thread, I think. I think so. And I think nightly as well. Anything else? I'm not sure if we need to add the architecture. Let's see. I think that should be it. And we need to add embassy time. So add. Okay. Well, let's see what the code says. So first, what I would like is to have a asynchronous runtime. So then I would say async function main and call this main. I'm not sure if this is working. Okay. So it says I need to have one of these in the as a hell feature. Let's add that here. Okay. And now it says it needs a spawner, which is absolutely correct. I guess we will need to infiltrate thingies, so we can add that here. So let's see if we have everything. From the how, we have the DIMG0 now. Did we have the executor thread? Let me check if we have those. So embassy. I think we need this one. Yeah, that seemed to calm down. Yeah. So now we have async main function. We can spawn tasks, and we shouldn't need to do blocking delay. Okay, let's first see if it still works, right? What's the problem? I have no idea what this means. Let's see what did we add something fishy? Or did we, is it complaining about something that's there or not? Oh, that's not what I intended to do. Async embassy. This one looks fine. I'm not sure about this one. Maybe this one. Oh wait, it says that it's multiply defined. So there is something there that shouldn't be there. So probably I'm thinking maybe this one. I don't really have suspects right now. Could remove this one, but let's see what that does. Oh, that did it. Okay, live and learn. So I added the arch. What was it? The arch risk 5, and that wasn't a bad idea. So don't do that. Anyway, it runs now. It's still blocking, but at least we got this stuff out of the way. So what we should be able to do now is, instead of using the regular delay, we could say timer, and then oh wait, no, there's something we do need to do, because we didn't initialize the embassy reactor. I don't know what you call it yet, and that works as long as you don't use any actual async stuff. But we need to do it, because otherwise it will basically schedule out when it encounters an await, and it will never schedule back in. So that's something like init in embassy, exactly, with clocks borrowed, I suppose, and the timer group. You need to create a new one. Peripherals, I suppose. And that was the DIMG 0. Borrowed clocks again. Interrupt, timer interrupts. It's an option. I don't think we need it. So it says it found the blocking needs async. I think that was changed pretty recently, because there is here another constructor. So now I'm constructing an async one, and then I don't need to add this one then. So now this seems to work. Let's keep on checking if it actually does work. It seems a whole lot quicker. In a very... Yeah, it scrolls fast. I'm not sure why, but oh, I removed the delay. Yeah, okay. So now we should be able to do... Yeah. Import timer from embassy, and we say after millis. Well, I don't know. Same thing, and await that. And let's see. Bus error. So line 43. Oh, it failed here. Maybe we changed the timer. Maybe we should make this one async as well. Yeah. And that needs to remove this one then. Should that be it? And then this should be async, something like that. Let's see what that does. Okay, now it seems happy again. Let's check some actual distance. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Let's make it a little bit nice. Let's create a task that sends these measurements, which we can subscribe to, just to illustrate how you separate those things. because it is really hard to communicate otherwise, because you get really in a knot with the permissions and the ownership and everything. So let's create measure distance task. So we say async function measure distance. We give it the thing, the sensor, this whole thing. We give it ownership, and explicit lifetime. Where exactly in the I2C, right? Okay, so we should make it static. Then it's a little bit happier. We mark it as a task. We make a loop. We just do what we do here. Mutable. And then we still need to keep this end loop, but this we can remove. And we need to spawn it. So we need to spawn we say measure distance with that sensor, and I think let's move this code there as well. So now we just refactored a little bit. We just moved that code there. Let's see if it still works. Excellent. And now let's create a separate service. Let's say async function log distance. And that will also do a loop. And that will basically print the distance. The only thing we need to figure out is how to move that data from here to here. For that, we can make a normal channel, or we can make a pub sub channel. Depends on your situation. If you, I think in this case, pub sub kind of makes sense, in the sense that it will not wait for everybody to get everything. If you make a actual channel and nobody is reading the messages, then it will block at some point when it's full. So then the sensor couldn't push any more data until somebody reached the old one. So you end up, if for some reason the consumer of that task is blocked, it might take a long time. There might be very old data in that pipeline. When it might come back, it will get old data. And then it's better to lose the old data and just get fresh data again, generally. So let's do a pub sub. For that, we need to add embassy sync. Embassy sync. That is kind of the infrastructure for communicating between tasks. Oh yeah, we need to make this into a task still. So we need to create that channel. Let sensor channel pub subchannel new. That will need some annotations with a whole lot of things. The raw mutex, I think we can get away with a no up raw mutex because we're not actually mutexing. That's usually you would create a custom type for the distance so you can do what you want, but in this case it's just U16 anyway, so fair enough. How much space we would like to reserve in the pipeline, let's say 10. How many subscribers maximum? Well, 5. How many publishers? Also 5. So we have a channel now, and then we can pass in the measure distance. We give it a publisher, so we say publisher, publisher, and then we need to static, I suppose. No raw mutex. We could make a type alias for that because we need to, wherever we use this, we need to exactly have those settings because you can't use generics in tasks. And it is publisher. So when we have a distance, we say publisher, publish the distance. No, not the publisher, the distance. And then, oh wait, is it also unwrap? No. Okay, the log, the log distance will get a subscriber. Same thing, static, no up, mutex, U16, 10, 5, 5. And what we're gonna do here, we're gonna go to subscriber, we get for the next message pure. I'm not sure what did the next message do. Not sure, but I'm pretty sure that the pure one is good enough for what we want to do here. Await, let message, and that's a U16, right? Let's call it distance. And that needs to be mutable, which is fair. Okay, so the tasks are done. We need to add a publisher here. So we say sensor channel dot publisher. I think we're gonna get into some trouble with lifetimes and unwrap. Yeah, it says that the sensor channel, so we need to leak it. Can we do? I think we need to let sensor. I'll just hide the original one, put it in a box, and I leak it. So now we have a mutable reference for a central channel that will live forever. I'm not sure if you actually need to box it. or is there another way of leaking it? I think you could stack leak it as well, but don't know. And we need to spawn the log distance task as well. Log distance. And we need to make a sensor channel subscriber and unwrap. That's shown here, and we need to unwrap this one as well. Unwrapping is bad, I know. Okay, that looks pretty nice. So yeah, we don't need the delay anymore, which I like. Let's see what this does. Oh, that was not what I wanted to do. So, maybe underwhelming because it does exactly the same thing. But it is nice that now it's one of many tasks. And you can, control different things with it. If you remember my series of my RC car, I will see maybe I can add this as a parking sensor, which is nice and absurd. I like it. So let's see if I get to that. But this works relatively smoothly. Some small issues, but yeah, that's it for today. Once more, please leave a like. And yeah, if there's anything you want to talk about, leave a comment or add me on LinkedIn. I love a chat about Rust or embedded or other stuff. I'm also into sustainable software nowadays, so if you want to chat about that, I'm all ears. But for now, take care. Talk to you soon.